What if everything you've been taught about control, purpose, and self is actually what's keeping you from peace? What if letting go, not holding on, is the key to true understanding? Today, we're diving into The Way of Zen by Alan Watts, a brilliant philosopher and writer who helped introduce Eastern philosophy to the West. In this book, Watts unpacks the essence of Zen Buddhism, not as a religion, but as a way of seeing the world, of living fully in the present and embracing the flow of life. In a world obsessed with doing, achieving, and constantly thinking, The Way of Zen offers a radically different path, one that invites you to let go, observe without judgment, and find clarity in the silence between your thoughts. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by the noise of modern life, this book might just change how you see everything. Alan Watts was a British philosopher, writer, and speaker known for popularizing Eastern philosophy in the West during the mid-20th century. With a deep interest in Zen Buddhism, Taoism, and Vedanta, Watts had a unique talent for translating complex spiritual ideas into language that Western audiences could easily grasp and relate to. His engaging style helped bridge the cultural gap between East and West at a time when many in the West were searching for alternative ways of thinking beyond traditional Western beliefs. The Way of Zen, published in 1957, stands as one of his most influential works. Watts wrote this book motivated by a desire to demystify Zen and present it not just as a set of rituals or doctrines, but as a practical philosophy of life. The book quickly became a bestseller and played a key role in sparking Western interest in Zen during the 1960s counterculture movement. Even decades later, its cultural relevance endures, inviting readers to reconsider their relationship with the self, reality, and the present moment. Key ideas from The Way of Zen by Alan Watts. 1. Zen as a practice of no mind, Mushin. Zen encourages the state of no mind, where the constant chatter of the ego and intellectualizing is quieted, allowing a direct experience of reality. Watts describes a Zen archery master who focuses so completely on the act of shooting that there is no self-conscious thought, only pure action. The archer isn't thinking about hitting the target, but is fully present in the moment. This teaches us to act without overthinking or self-judgment. In daily life, whether working or interacting with others, being fully present improves performance and reduces anxiety. I've noticed that when I stop trying to control every outcome and just be, my actions flow more naturally, and results often surprise me in a positive way. 2. The paradox of effort and non-attachment. Zen emphasizes that while effort is necessary, attachment to results creates suffering. The path is about doing without doing, wu-wei. Watts explains the paradox in meditation. You must practice regularly, but if you cling to the desire for enlightenment, you'll never reach it. True Zen practice involves effort without craving. In life goals, this means working hard but not obsessing over outcomes. Accepting uncertainty can reduce frustration and open you to unexpected opportunities. This reminds me to balance ambition with acceptance, doing my best but not being crushed by setbacks or unmet expectations. 3. The illusion of the separate self. One of Zen's core teachings is that the self is not a fixed, separate entity, but interconnected with everything else. Watts uses the metaphor of a wave in the ocean. The wave seems separate, but is actually part of the ocean itself. Our sense of I is like the wave's illusion of independence. Recognizing this interconnectedness helps dissolve ego-driven conflicts and fosters compassion and empathy in relationships. What if everything you've been taught about control, purpose, and self is actually what's keeping you from peace? What if letting go, not holding on, is the key to true understanding? Today, we're diving into The Way of Zen by Alan Watts, a brilliant philosopher and writer who helped introduce Eastern philosophy to the West. In this book, Watts unpacks the essence of Zen Buddhism, not as a religion, but as a way of seeing the world, of living fully in the present and embracing the flow of life. In a world obsessed with doing, achieving, and constantly thinking, the Way of Zen offers a radically different path, one that invites you to let go, observe without judgment, and find clarity in the silence between your thoughts. Living in the present moment. Zen teaches that true peace and enlightenment are found by fully inhabiting the present moment, not clinging to past regrets or future anxieties. Watts often quotes the idea of being like water that adapts and flows with whatever arises instead of resisting it. Practicing mindfulness and presence in everyday activities can reduce stress and deepen appreciation for life. I find that when I focus on the present, even simple tasks become more meaningful and enjoyable. Watts excels at making complex Eastern philosophies understandable to Western readers without oversimplifying. His writing is engaging, poetic, and thought-provoking, which helps demystify Zen for newcomers. The book serves as a cultural bridge, introducing Zen not just as a religion, but as a practical philosophy relevant to modern life and psychology. This has helped many Western readers rethink their approach to life and self. Watts covers historical context, philosophy, and practice, providing a well-rounded view of Zen that connects theory with lived experience. In his effort to simplify, Watts sometimes glosses over important nuances and diversity within Zen traditions. Some readers or scholars might find the portrayal a bit idealized or selective. Although Watts aims to introduce Zen authentically, his interpretations are inevitably influenced by Western perspectives, which may lead to subtle biases or misunderstandings of certain Eastern concepts. While philosophical insights are rich, the book can be abstract. Readers seeking step-by-step meditation instructions or practical exercises might find it lacking in concrete application. The Way of Zen is a groundbreaking and inspirational introduction to Zen philosophy, but it's important to approach it as a starting point rather than a comprehensive manual. For deeper practice or scholarship, supplementing Watts' work with primary Zen texts and teachings from traditional Zen masters can provide more depth and balance. Recognizing these limitations doesn't diminish the book's impact. It highlights the complexity of translating ancient wisdom across cultures and times. Let's talk about some practical takeaways from The Way of Zen by Alan Watts, insights you can actually apply to your daily life. First, cultivate no mind. This means learning to quiet that constant inner dialogue and simply be. Start by noticing your breath, observe your thoughts, but don't chase them. Just let them come and go, like clouds passing through the sky. Second, balance effort with non-attachment. Work hard, but let go of your obsession with results. Whether it's a job interview or a relationship, give it your best, but release the need to control the outcome. Third, recognize the illusion of a separate self. You're not a lonely wave, you're part of the entire ocean. This mindset eases stress and opens you up to deeper compassion for others. Fourth, Zen teaches that experience matters more than analysis. Instead of always thinking or planning, live your moments. Feel the wind, taste your coffee, be there fully. And finally, live in the present. Don't cling to the past or obsess over the future. Right now is all you ever truly have. Here's how to bring Zen into your life today. Try mindfulness meditation, even just 5 minutes. Let go of outcome anxiety. Focus on the doing, not the result. Practice compassion. We're all in this together. Step away from your phone and engage with life directly. And challenge your thinking with paradoxes or Zen koans. They're like mental puzzles that point beyond logic. Struggling with stress? Try being present. It can ground you. Struggling with self-criticism? Remember, yourself is fluid and ever-changing. Caught in overthinking? Come back to now. This moment is where peace lives. To close, here's a powerful insight from Alan Watts himself. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. Zen invites us to stop resisting life's flow and instead embrace it fully, finding freedom not in control, but in surrender. What part of the Way of Zen resonates most with you? Have you ever experienced moments of no mind or living fully in the present? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. If you found this summary helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join us here at Truthfully Free for more deep dives into philosophy and freedom of mind. Stay curious, stay present, and keep seeking your own way of Zen.